It's a real jungle out there. Literally. Revered Indian shaman. Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad.
Remember, remain seated so we can stop properly. Welcome to the bus.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can try Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Rare Rabbit, and Rare Bear on their fun-filled adventures. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the Great River Valley below.
The little ones need to be seated on the bottom, please. Thank you.
People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
And we're ready to go, everybody. Have a seat, remain seated.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
The Disneyland Limited, now arriving from a trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. Passengers will stand by to board. Your attention, please. The Disneyland Limited is now leaving for a complete trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom through the Grand Canyon and Tiny World.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. Doing battle with evil empires and emperors, tomorrow gateway to Disneyland.
Right on, right, Main Street Station. Please remain clear to come to a point. Please stop. Once again, remain clear to come to a point. Please stop.
And step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us, and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA. Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a Grand Circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there, literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting on. For those of you continuing on with us, Square Station, New Orleans Square. Just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost of these words, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontiers that looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. Since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mighty trains and turn them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of tier, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station from Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings and step carefully from the train.
The linesman calling out the depth mark so we can avoid running aground. Mark Twain is not just the name of a riverboat or a great American author. It also means the water here is 2 fathoms deep. That means it's safe enough for us to proceed on our steam-powered journey. Columbia of the Great Northwest, the graceful Missouri of the windswept plains, and the rugged Rio Grande along the border of Texas and Mexico. I'll be sure to point out interesting sights along the way. New Orleans is rich in history, music, good food, and ghost stories. One of those stories involves the old mansion you see over there on the hill. I've heard it said that the place is haunted, filled with 999 ghosts, ghouls, and goblins. And they're looking for one more to make it to 1,000. If you're brave enough, you should see for yourself after we arrive back at the landing in Frontierland.
Take a nap, bro. I mean, Bowser was supposed to take a nap during the car ride over here, but he decided to stay up the whole week. I feel tired. I know, but we were in like in the next close week.
It's all so magnificent and so peaceful. To the side of the river is an Intermission, and I do believe he's giving us a sign of peace. That means we're all clear as we head up the Missouri River to the home of the Plains Indians. Port side of the riverboat is a wise old shaman, sharing a story for all of us to hear. He's telling the tale of how a woodpecker taught a young tribesman to take a hollowed-out branch and turn it into the most wondrous musical instruments, the flute. It's a legend of a culture passed down generation to generation. Just beyond the shore is a tribe of Plains Indians setting up their camp along the banks of the river. They'll be here for a few months and then move on. The starboard side is Pirate's Bay, Tom Sawyer. Young Tom always said he wanted to be a pirate, and I think I see why. If you're a pirate, you don't even get up early in the morning and go to sleep, and you never have to wash your face and hands. All you have to do is just look at the treasure all day long. At least that's what Tom Sawyer thought. now heading back into civilization along the Rio Grande. Off in the distance are the towering peaks of Big Thunder Mountain. Rumor has it that the railroad built to haul gold out of the mountain has been seized by supernatural forces, and they've turned the mining trains into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Of course, that may be just another legend of the river. Just ahead is the frontier land, where our journey begins. On behalf of our entire crew, I'd like to thank you for booking passage on the Mark Twain Riverboat. At this time, we ask that you prepare to disembark. If you're on one of the upper decks, please make your way down to the first deck. The stairway to the right side and the back of the boat may offer the quickest and easiest route. We hope you enjoyed your voyage with us and that you'll visit us again real soon.